Hello, I'm Coach Natalie, and welcome to this episode of Jiu Jitsu for Dummies. Well, today we're going to continue on our exploration of side control, and we're going to be doing what's called the windshield wiper choke. Now, it could be called the windshield wiper choke because, the arm starts here, and then it goes back and forth, kind of like a windshield wiper. It's kind of similar to the head and arm triangle that we've covered in previous videos, or triangles in general. Now, in a triangle or head and arm strangle, you're going to be pressing on the carotid artery on either side of the neck. Now, in one case, you're going to be using your bicep or your inner thigh to be applying the pressure on one side, and then you're actually going to be forcing, their arm onto the other side of their neck. And so by trapping, your bicep, their neck, their arm, your other arm, you're kind of like making a neck sandwich. And so by pressing on those two areas, they're going to want to tap pretty quickly. But in any case, it's pretty simple, so let's check it out. Okay, let's break it down. Now, there are a couple of different windshield wiper chokes. One's done when you're kind of in side control looking towards the person's feet. We're going to stick with an even more simple one when we're on the mount. So, as you'll know, people at the bottom are always trying to create space. They want to escape. They're actually pressing against you, framing. We're going to take advantage of that. First, what I'm going to do is, since I'm a left-handed person, I'm going to use my left hand. I'm scooping this arm and moving it from this side of their body to this side. So, with my elbow very low to the floor, I'm going to trap their arm and underhook the head. Now, I want to take this arm and I want to really press it into her neck. So what I'm going to be doing is cutting a corner at a 45-degree angle. I'm going to attach my hands together and I'm really going to push this arm into her neck. Again, I'm on the mount. She's framing me, no problem. My left arm, my left hand, I'm going to be bringing my elbow to the floor, and with my underarm being as low to the floor as possible, I'm going to trap her arm, bring it across her neck, underhook her head, and gable grip. I'm going to cut the corner. I'm going to look at her at a 45-degree angle, and I'm going to use my chest to push her arm across her neck. So it's pretty simple, but there are a few mistakes that people can make. The first mistake would be not attacking this arm low enough. If I try to attack the arm higher on her arm, she can always, pull it out and escape. First thing I want to do is I want to put my elbow on the floor and I want to manipulate her arm with my underarm, ideally being lower than her elbow. If this is her elbow, my underarm should be lower than that. I really want to press her arm with my upper arm, not my lower arm. Second mistake that people could make would be to try to attack the wrong arm. Now, I'm a left-handed person. It would be a mistake if I was trying to trap the same side arm as my own. In general, what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to trap the far arm. So, as I said, I'm left-handed. If you're right-handed, then what you want to do is you want to trap their right arm. So, you want to trap the opposite side arm. I do not also want to, I'm trying to press on each side of her neck, but I'm not trying to do this merely with my arms. I'm not trying to squeeze her arms with my arms, because her arms could be a lot bigger. This could be a very big person. They could have a really big chest. They can have really big arms. So what I want to do is I want to position this arm right across from their neck, and then I want to use my whole body by me turning at a corner at a 45-degree angle and also pressing at a 45-degree angle into the floor. I'm trapping her arm against her neck with my whole torso, and my whole torso is applying that pressure, not me using my little skinny arms to apply the choke. And the last mistake would be, remember, we're trying to make a neck sandwich here. So if I'm trapping the arm, and if you could see my bicep here in her neck, and if there's any kind of gap there, then you're not really pressing into the side of her neck. So really what you want to do is you want your bicep to be right next to their neck. And then I want to make sure that this other arm is pressed into the other side of her neck. You know, not across her face, not down onto her chest, right across from the neck. And now remember, I am turning at an angle. So I'm at a 45-degree angle, and I'm also pressing the arm into her neck at a 45-degree angle. So let's try that again. You're on the mount. They're doing what they're supposed to be doing, which is, you know, framing with my left hand, putting my arm here, trapping, bringing my arm so it's underhooking the head, but I'm trapping this arm. I am now cutting an angle, making sure that her arm is right next to her neck. I'm going to be using a gable grip. Really almost doesn't matter how you're connecting your hands, but connect them in some way. And I am pushing her neck, pushing her arm into her neck, and then you'll get the tap. Well, thank you for joining me for Jiu Jitsu for Dummies. Now, this was Thanksgiving weekend, and of course, you know, time to give thanks. I want to give thanks to all of the subscribers I have so far. I think that's 132, and I really appreciate people reaching out to me with questions or, you know, ideas. If you like head and arm triangle choke, and you're kind of new to our series, I would check out episode 22 and also episode 31. Now, those are earlier videos in our series and don't quite have the production values that you enjoy now, but lots of really good information. And in the meantime, thank you again for your interest in Jiu Jitsu for Dummies.